where Kitty is. Where's Kitty? There you are, Kitty. Yeah, it looks like the food bank paid off. Got some apple juice down there. Scrumptious. These are scrumptious.
We got some pasta.
Oh, it's like chili. We got pasta?
Yeah, all those.
Looks like this one was a good one to stop on. Good thing we waited a couple days.
Oh, chili.
Ooh, Rotel. Man, they're going in style. Got some of this taco sauce. Good to go. And don't forget about cereal.
Angela.
But they're asking a lot of questions. Cookie. One hot penny. Bye, Kitty. You have a good day. I believe it's Power Blitz 5,000 20 times. We're going to try out this 5,000 Blitz for $1, Texas Lottery. All right, so it says here that you match any of your numbers to the winning numbers. Win the prize for that number. Reveal a 5-times symbol. Win 5 times the prize for that symbol. Reveal a 10-times symbol. Win 10 times prize for that symbol. Reveal a 20-times symbol. Win 20 times the prize for that symbol. It's a blitz. So that would be the winning number, and those would be the numbers. We'll give it a try. All right. So the prize amounts for the games are 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 40, 100, 500, and 5,000. You're probably wondering if I won. The answer is I did win. There's Linda. Kissy. That's what I won. Yay! And it's 2025, June 19th on a Thursday. We're gonna head out to Jason's Deli. Still on my weight loss program. Didn't really do good yesterday. Got kind of nervous at night. Linda was, it's a long story, but anyway. So I ate a ramen noodle and a tuna sandwich, which is additional 400 plus another 200 or 300. So I went about 700 calories over, trying to keep everything under 2,000 calories, between about 1,200 calories to 1,500 calories. So we're headed to the salad bar right now and trying to drop some of that weight. You guys ready? There you go. Oh, just leave it there then. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and have some soft serve.
Just take care.
I had a little bit of soft serve right here. I put some nuts on it. Turned on some skip cart, waiting around. Looks like this is a family-owned business. Proud to be family-owned. Jason's Deli. Ooh, 20% off. Huh, it smells pretty good. That's a nice shirt to get for your first day at work. After you finish a hard day at the office, you can grab one of these blazers and go out to some club in Dallas. Good thing I didn't have my baby with me today. Skip cart yet. We're gonna try a different hot spot over by town something, Presidio or something weird. And then we'll try it for another 30 or 40 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Then we'll switch over. This old couple meeting for the first time, deciding is it going to be Hagar or Calvin Klein. Most likely American. This guy used steroids. This guy didn't.
Maybe it's just the angle. Hold on.
No, he's more of a cardio. He's more like, I guess, barbells. He's more like working out in the gym with the barbells, and then he's running around all the time. All right, got it. There's the assholes in that lane. You see that guy going freaking like 50 miles per hour, like right here. No, I'm trying. See, there's another one. I'm trying to get on that one lane. Let me see, go this way. Unbelievable, man. No, there's nobody. Cart, seeing how it's gonna go. We're going to a green hot spot. It's supposed to be by Home Depot, so I just put a Home Depot near me. Looks like I got one. $9. Good old skip cart. My very first skip cart pickup is approaching. Can't show it to you because I only have this one camera on my phone, but I'll be picking it up right now. Oh, thanks for opening the door for me. I appreciate it. They really treat the skip cart people nice. Offered me a drink while I waited on my skip cart pickup. There is Harmon Dobbs, the creator of the Whataburger. Back then it was 35 cents. That's his wife right here. He went out on a small craft airplane, took off about 100 feet in the air, lost engine power. Him and his partner dove right into the ground, burned to death. But he was the creator of Whataburger. Harmon Dobbs. His actual real name was Harmon Dobson. That was his real name. Harmon Dobson. I call him Harmon Dobbs, but it's actually Harmon Dobson. Pretty cool guy. I oversaw to make sure I click confirm on my skip cart, and I forgot to bring the green thing up, so I got to plugged into the right plug, which is the right one, the charging cable. That way you can hear every word I have to say. Skip cart, I don't know if they allow you to choose between their version of Google Maps, which is their in-app. I don't know if they allow Apple Maps and Waze. We'll find out. This is my first skip cart delivery, so it's for $9 or something. It does require a photo. This one is my delivery. The skip cart thing is still kind of new. I would say it's in beta almost. There's no kill switch. I don't like that. But you can kill switch after the drop off, but there's no kill switch in the duration of the drop off. So once you do the pickup and you're in the middle of doing the delivery, I don't see a kill switch anywhere, but it didn't give me any overlapping orders. It did take me some time, right? It took us a little bit of time to get that order. It took me, well, I wasn't in a hot spot. I was headed towards a hot spot, but we were over there by Jason's Deli on Heritage Parkway. We had to start going towards the Home Depot, and then we got a Whataburger for $9. So not bad on the payment. You know, it was only, how many miles? 4 miles? Yeah, it was about a 4-mile drop. We're headed back to the original one. We're going to switch over to another one. But yeah, you know, it's okay. Their app seems halfway decent. Supposedly they do automotive parts and all this other stuff. That was just a Whataburger drop-off. I don't know how they do on discounts and stuff, so that may be why people use them. They may give them some discounts to use Skipcart. But it didn't seem any different. You take a photo, drop it off. Nothing major. There wasn't anything really difficult about it. It was all self-explanatory. The only thing is, 2 things. One thing is, I don't know for sure if you could use your own Google Maps in your own ways or your own Apple Maps like you can in DoorDash, Postmates, you know, Grubhub, all of them, huh? Uber Eats, yeah. On all of those, you can use your own version. You probably can, and I'll toy with it later. It's just not super user-friendly on that whole navigation aspect. They do have their own in-app, and it's a version of Google. So that's how all the apps are. DoorDash is even that way. Postmates was that way. All of them have their own in-app. So you can get to the destination. Just some people like to use their own thing like Waze or Google, or their own version of Google Maps or Apple Maps. Didn't see any kind of variation on using that, but they do have their own in-app version of Google, which it does talk or doesn't talk, when some of them give alerts. So that's kind of one critique. Second one is, I could not find a kill switch in the middle of the drop-off. So I was like, I'm just going to do one for now, and I'll just get back to it later. That would have been helpful if they have a kill switch. That means, you know, you can hit a switch where it says no more future deliveries or no more deliveries, you know, until whatever. There's also, I don't see a schedule. So Uber, for example, you just turn it on and wait. Grubhub, you just turn it on and wait. Postmates, I do think they do have some scheduling on Postmates, but there's no obvious user-friendly schedules, what I mean, like there is in DoorDash and a few others. DoorDash is very schedule-related and zone-related. Now, Skipcart does have zones. So we were in the Blue Mound zone, which is busy. It's the only busy zone in this little area. There might be some other busy zones otherwhere or other places, but for what I'm dealing with, Blue Mound was the only busy area for Skipcart that's in this immediate area. They do have other areas, and there's a lot of hot spots in the other areas. And a hot spot's shown usually with green. It's a little green dot. It's kind of also hard. It doesn't give you a navigation to the hot spot. It does give you a navigation to all nearby 7-Elevens. So you can tap on, like, let's say, you know, a 7-Eleven, it'll take you right to a 7-Eleven because they work with 7-Eleven in the 7-Eleven point system. So that's kind of cool too. All right, so we'll be switching over to another one. I just wanted to try it out one time. Tried out Skipcart today. Looked like it went pretty well. How'd you feel? Think it went okay?
Great.
Yeah. So Linda was pretty excited about it too. All right. Set Linda in with my card, and then I'm going to use Tap Pay right here. That way we knock out a little bit of time. And also, when you do that, you actually save. Tap Pay's not working very well at that pump. There we go. There's the discount. That's what I was looking for. Decided to dash until midnight. She wore blue Chick-fil-A work pants. Oh, a gargoyle. She's a gargoyle by her door.
The customer requested you leave the order on their door. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
That's useful to know. Says the same thing each time. All right. You have an apartment number?
Yeah, we have 415. That only gives us 13.
Ooh, you're right. Good eye. So maybe the other part of the building goes to 15. Says it's not part of the building.
There we go.
You're absolutely right. Go get them. Let's just switched over to the dash.
Alright, wants us to go get a BJ.
Oh, BJ's? Sounds like a good place. BJ's. Going to BJ's. Hope you're enjoying our show. Oh, by the way, if you're watching, I do have a recommendation of various psychologists. No, I'm just joking. Not funny, sweetie. You're watching our show, you need a psychologist. No, I'm just joking. Perfectly fine. Well, I watch boring shows all day. I was watching Super Enthused earlier today, and they were on a mountain just having a lot of fun on a, what is that thing called? It's like a roller coaster that's with gravity. They got this thing in Pigeon Forge. Is that what they call it? Pigeon Forge? Where Dolly Parton hangs out. It's like a roller coaster that's run by gravity. Alright. So we got some kind of add-on on this one.
So you get the 3 little bars.
Okay. I see. One from Little Caesars and one from Joe's. Okay. The second place we'll be going is Joe's. You just go in and pick it up at Joe's. The Little Caesars down there, they got a little pantry. You put a little code in, little pantry doors open up, and you take that food out. I'll try to show you. Does it show the code on there?
Alright, we had a rack store. Spicy pretzel pizza. Cookie dough brownies, some wings, some crazy sauce. No code.
Alright, that means I just give it to you then. That's the pantry code right there. You can kind of see it in there.
Pizza,
Some of them use it,
brownie,
some of them
wings,
don't.
Crazy sauce. Shit's hanging out. Guess I'll put this order.
It's a busy area. Let's back up here. And then we just go to Joe's. Right here. Go to Joe's.
Where's all the signs?
Joe's Pizza. Right there.
We already have it, right? Is this here somewhere?
Go Joe's and pick it up. Say, hurry up with my pizza. Hey. Got stuck in front of this karate studio. Can't really see. There's like little tiny kids in there. They got leadership people. Just in case someone tries to attack you, you'll be able to get them in a chokehold. Or kick them. You don't want to get them in a chokehold though. Because then you could kill them. And then they'd get the best of you. Probably just want to knock them down and run away. And then you'll get the authorities and they'll put them in a chokehold for you. Well, they're really not supposed to. Not since George Floyd died. It will. Hey, looks like a ferry came in town.
That morning, I thought about doing it. Then I thought about all the kids hurrying downstairs past us. They would see the little country boy from Harlow on his knees with that rag and brush and can of polish. The story would spread fast. Yet, I still might have done it because this called Dad and told him to come pick us up. He said something. Margie listened, then said, well, there was a little trouble. Listen some more.
That's J.C. Penney's over there.
Billy took the phone. He got beat up, but he's okay. Listened and held out the phone. He wants to talk to you. Of course he did, and after asking if I was all right, he wanted to know who had done it. I said I didn't know, but thought it was a high school kid who might have been trying to crash the dance. I'm all right, Dad. Let's not make a big deal of this, okay? He said it was a big deal.
Can you do it?
I said it wasn't. He said it was.
Right there.
We went around like that.
At my door.
Then he sighed and said he'd be there as fast as he could. I ended the call. Ms. Hargensen said, I'm not supposed to dispense anything for pain.
Looks like a
Only
house.
the school nurse can do that. And only then with parental permission. But she's not here, so... Tim, you could even say. That's their problem. All I care is that he's done giving their hands in the air to Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Probably about.
As for me, I kept reliving
How many
the
miles?
satisfying
What's that?
shots.
10 miles.
My arm and my fist connected with Kenny.
Yeah, it's about 12 miles
Ankles.
out of it.
From the first
He was going to
Yeah,
leave
it's
a
12 miles out of the
splendid shiner,
zone.
and I wondered how.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of close to the border right there. We'll just go to, let's see, we can choose whatever that is, pizza place, or to Albertsons. Academy Sports or Wingstop or that one. We'll just go to that one. Dash more
Progress or lack of it. Mostly, they wanted to discuss the probable final failure of the internet,
it looks like,
which would sink their
can't tell what that is.
Facebook and
Does it look like a
Instagram
seal?
accounts for good. None of them
Brown with
mentioned
like
Pornhub,
big,
I know.
but
like little
Marty
black.
suspected
Yeah.
many of the parents who showed up,
It
female
looked like
as
a
well
seal.
as male, were mourning that
I'm sure it's a
site's
dog, but
impending extinction
what
as
else
well.
could that be?
I don't know. I had black things
Ordinarily,
like this, like goofs.
Marty would have driven home by way
A
of
pig,
turnpike
maybe. It was a
bypass,
pig.
Zippity zip.
It was one of
home in
the
a jiff.
pigs coming out
But
through
that
there.
wasn't possible due to the
Little
collapse
hedgehog.
of the bridge over Otter Creek. That had happened 4 months ago, and there was no sign of repairs, just orange-striped wooden barriers that already looked dingy and were covered with Taggers logos. With the bypass closed, Marty was forced to drive directly through downtown, jacketless, but with his tie carefully knotted at the collar of his white shirt. On the hand holding the pen, there was a crescent-shaped scar that had for some reason not been airbrushed out.
Reset?
Yeah, I'm resetting it. It's a Blue Mountain McDonald's. The GPS must have been off. Turned out it was this one because it said arrive at store.
No, maybe it was trying to think it was on, I was on their Wi-Fi. I don't know. It was acting
It just
up.
sent us 14 miles off course. I don't know why, but we were able to catch it. It was actually this McDonald's. Now it wants us to walk there. Switches that too. It's kind of annoying.
That's why you moved.
Oh yeah. Now because I like this shot better. McDonald's.
I think I went to go pee real quick while you're washing your hands, and then you just take forever.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Well, I verified the address on the drop-off. It seems to be right. For some reason, and I don't know why, whenever we got the pickup for this McDonald's, it showed it 14 miles. Didn't remember?
11 miles.
Yeah, it showed 11 miles away. It's done that a few times before. It doesn't, I think the GPSs are incorrect. So it's like, how can we go 11 miles away in a few minutes? And then it just said arrived at store on the app. So it's just the way it connects.
We were too close to it.
No, it's the way it connects with the Google Maps. It doesn't always connect correctly. It could be one digit off on the GPS, and it would come, a different way, whatever. You don't have to keep verifying it, which is what I'm about to do. So when we verify it, you just kind of go like this, swipe off it like that. Well, the best way to do it, though, and I was telling her, is look at the actual address right here. You can see where it says 208 Emerald Creek Drive. Go to drive like this, direction, and then scroll at the bottom right here, and it says 208 Emerald Creek. That's on the drop-off, but on the pickup, it said this McDonald's was like, we were already at McDonald's. It said it was 14 miles away, so I could put someone in a panic. This one's only a mile drop. How much did you get us for? $6. Yeah, $6 1 mile. $6 1 mile, sure, why not? Sounds good to me.
Possibly soon to be gone.
1, 2,
Marty
3. It's that one. The one that's for sale.
Years. Thanks, Chuck. Marty had never heard of Charles Chuck Krantz. Put in almost 40 years, or his hair would have been white. Or gone, Marty said, and brushed at his own thinning thigh. He grabbed his stack of books with one hand and his battered old briefcase with the other. It was heavy with papers that would need correcting. Thus burdened, he struggled out of the car and
waiting there for?
Back thin. On Netflix used to change just about every day not so long ago. But before he could decide on which bad guy he wanted to watch, he had seen that clear, unblemished blue. A month, 6 weeks. I'd arrive in time. Some of the people in those cars. He shook his head. Jesus, Marty said. I was just there last evening, backed up in traffic. Be glad you were planning to take the day off. Gus raised his hands and brought them down on the lunchbox in his lap.
2.5 though, right?
I don't know. Maybe I'll make some calls, see if some...
Check the app, not the Google Maps. See if this...
2325.
Yeah, it says 2.5. Yeah, that's right. It's this one right here with the black.
Oh, okay, now we're starting to see it.
Yeah. The old Nissan right there.
Yep, that's right. I looked at the door.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. Following instructions. Leave at my door.
Anderson's husband. Ex, actually, but husband sounded less potentially dangerous. I think you and Phil know each other. We do. I was on the neighborhood.
It's called
watch
Wayback
committee with her.
Burgers.
What can I do for you, Mr. Anderson?
Where'd they get burgers?
I've had a long walk and my car's
About-
stuck in what appears to be a
about a mile
ton of
from here.
traffic jam downtown.
Mile
As for the bank,
0.5.
it's the end, pal. The end of everything. We've been going through the 5 stages of grief. Don't you get it?
Hold on. Oh, I think it's only a mile away.
Requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following
That's for
instructions.
vets.
Leave at my door. For Fred inside VFW.
It's one of those veteran places. Go over this way. One of the vets living right behind the vet station. There's a little motorcycle. It's a little place for vets. We got one for Sonic for $4.
His cupped hands in front of his chest. I keep up, though. Read the journals, and stenciled on the back was Charles Chuck Krantz, 39 great years. Thanks, Chuck. Sam Yarbrough took a seat and patted the space next to him. Marty sat. It was downwind of Yarbrough's pipe, but that was okay. Marty liked the smell. Do you know how people say there's 24 hours in a day? Yarbrough asked. And 7 days in a week. Everybody knows that, even little kids.
Do my refill real quick.
Sorry, that was uncalled for amount of time it took to make that single drink. You have it?
Yeah, about
That
8
shouldn't take
minutes
that
late.
long, right?
I know, 8 minutes late.
To make a drink.
Yeah, no, hold on, hit
single
the wrong
drink.
button.
We just got it real
Hold
quick.
on.
No, that's fine.
Alright, there we go.
Alright.
You said something about, oh, there's a hot fire. I didn't see what it was. It's not orange. Drink was all dirty and crap in the cup.
Looks like it's gonna be a house and they have kids. I'll explain some of it.
Oh, let's keep going.
They'll get about 60 seconds early. As in 1 minute early. Lot to say in this business when you get something a minute early.
That means, Mr. Anderson? Marty thought it over.
We did.
We
had a couple
followed
old
her
ones.
trembling finger to the house on the
Slowpoke.
corner of Fern Lane. A face was
Looks kinda like
appearing on the
Christine's
darkened
car.
bay window overlooking a
Stephen King's
small
Christine.
patch of lawn. It appeared in glowing white lines and shadows, like ectoplasm.
Provided in the dasher ad.
Yep, there's the little thingy.
Oh, that's why you made that comment.
Some little girl gets her little treat from Sonic. Little ice cream sundae. Okay. Let's see. Try Cotton Patch again. That'll be a total of 14 miles. A hot spot. Remember
She skated away, her skates rumbling on the sidewalk and her hair flying out.
better put away
What
that
if
gun.
Chuck's face had appeared there? Howard he ran the rest of the way to Felicia's little two-room bungalow, pounded up the front walk and knocked on the door. The door opened, she was holding a candle. It underlit her frightened face. Marty,
I know, it's
a
actually
gold
$6.
watch.
Alright, cool.
Doug squeezes his nephew's
Talking about
shoulders. Really, at the least of it. They had some fine times together. Not enough, but it looks like they'll...
Work, live, play.
Brighter than Marty had fallen, looking up at the sky tonight.
So we have to
Andrea,
use
the
this
woman who'd been on the neighborhood watch committee with Felicia.
Alright, so it's 8 and we're at 15. There's a train yard right there.
Just that crap went through us.
Burning oil. Seems like a tradition rather than a technology.
7617.
Wonder what that building is. Probably a business. A long time ago. Not anymore though.
Well, we did start an hour earlier though, so you know what? Probably not this one.
It's at the second one past this one.
All their house numbers have the exact same plaque. Black rule with a
Gotta
good
end
trim.
in 3. Right here.
Customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my
Jump
door.
right there.
Ring doorbell.
Yep, that's correct.
I mean, ring
Look at
doorbell.
that old house right there.
So ring doorbell doesn't mean to wait or just
And a
ring it
ditch
and walk
witch.
away.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah. Put the food down, turn around, like, oh, I'm getting. I just took a picture. I could have been taking a picture.
It's a Thunderbird.
Oh,
Little place called Chapel Hill.
pretty cool.
That was Songbird from Jesse Montgomery's suite, Breakaway. I'm Andrea Blaine. You're listening to Words and Music of Black America. Now, one of the earliest forms of poetry and music shared in Black communities exists as the rich inheritance of spiritual.
Nobody's gonna want it.
From this mountain I can see so far. Rivers running like deep, deep scars.
Another 650 McDonald's, another Blue Mound. So when I call the $5 zone, well, 650 is a little bit higher. Picks up the order. I'm gonna go get some gas. Got me the gas, and she got the food.
phone in, beautiful.
Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy, can I come
Fountains of Wayne.
after school?
Fountains of Wayne.
We can hang out.
Oh, it's Fountains of Wayne.